The girls' basketball state tournament is officially in full swing, with dozens of teams around the region kicking off sectionals tonight. Our coverage begins right here in Lima with the Lady Spartans. Their 10-win regular season, the best in 4 years, but they'll need to snap a 4-game skid when they open the postseason, taking on Mansfield Madison. Lima Senior had a 14-point lead in the first quarter, but midway through the third, trailing for the first time, 37-36. The Spartans had the answers, though. Macy Strasser hits a Maya Coleman in the corner, burying the triple as the Spartans are back in front. And then, just seconds later, Strasser will pull the trigger herself, connecting the long 3-ball. Lima goes on an 8-0 run to close out the second quarter, leading 44-37. Fourth quarter now, Strasser with the perfect pass to Cadence Holbrook for a clean transition bucket, putting the Spartans up 9. And late in the fourth, Coleman with the hoop and the harm to put the game on ice. Lima wins 60-49, giving them a shot to avenge last season's sectional final in a rematch with Findlay. Shifting now to a packed Division 4 slate, we'll start in Northwest District 6. Our first sectional semi features 12-win Spencerville hosting 10-win New Bremen. First quarter's all tied up when Spencerville's Clara Goki finds Heidi Keller for the corner 3, giving the Cats a 3-point lead. That soon enough turns into a 7-point lead. And then Goki comes away with the steal, takes it coast to coast to cap off this 9-0 run, putting Spencerville up 13-4. But then the Cardinals respond with a big run of their own as Chloe Holman corrals the pass, then finds Abby Burden, who connects on the 3. New Bremen's run ends at 16-3, giving them a 20-16 lead. And then right before the half, New Bremen with the give and go. Holman gives to Marina Nelson. She drives, then bounces it back to Holman, who goes off the window for 2. Cards win 55-40, moving on to play Perry in the sectional finals. Another Northwest District 6 clash tonight. 7-seed Ada and 8-seed Waynesfield Goshen going at it for the second time this season. The Tigers got a narrow 3-point home win in December, but this time we're in Bulldog territory. But it's WG with the first lead. Here's Avery Kesson stripping the Bulldog board and putting it back through the hoop to make it a 3-point advantage. Then, midway through the quarter, Ada now in front, but not for long. Reagan Hutchison swarmed by Bulldogs in the post, but goes off glass as the Tigers reclaim the lead. Ada now looking for momentum, and in the final seconds of the first, boy do they find it. From downtown, Lexi Poling hits the straightaway 3 as the buzzer sounds. Big celebration, back on top, 13-11. Then, opening moments of the second, Olivia Burkhart knocks down the corner tray, and this one's tight all night long, but it'll be WG again with the 3-point win, 53-50, heading to number 3 St. Henry in the sectional final. As for the rest of the Saturday slate in this district, we check on the top 2 seeds tonight. Number 1, Minster got the job done against Ridgemont, locking up a home game with number 10 New Knoxville. And the 2nd seed, Marion Local, dominant against Hardin Northern. The Flyers will host Upper Scioto Valley. We'll round out our coverage of tonight's D4 sectional action with Northwest District 5, headlined by a rematch between 2 Putnam County rivals. Pandora Gilboa hosting Fort Jennings. After the Rockets picked up a 6-point win last month, now they'll need to do it again if they want their first playoff win since 2015. But Fort Jennings has come out quick, scoring the first 10 points, capped off by Autumn Cavalage, finding Lydia Dickman for 2. PG forced to call timeout. And out of the break, they're on the board. Savannah Knieven goes for long range, nothing but nylon. That puts a stop to Fort Jennings' run. The Rockets trail by 7 and continuing to chip away. Ava Huffman gets the steal and the senior cashes in. It's now a 1-possession game, but meanwhile, Fort Jennings is tacking on more. Hannah Grotzi with the quick catch and shoot off the inbound pass, and this game would come down to 1 point, but Fort Jennings gets back at PG, 51-50, moving on to play Columbus Grove in the sectional final. We're staying in Putnam County and heading over to Lipsick High School, where the 6-seeded Lady Vikings welcome in 8th-seeded St. John's. We'll pick it up in the third. Blue Jays leading by 3. Emma Will delivers it over to Abby Kerner, and the senior hangs 3 on the board. St. John's takes a 19-13 lead. Later in the quarter, it's Will driving to the hoop. She'll pull up and knock down the short J as DSJ pushes their lead to 9. Let's jump ahead to the fourth now. Lipsick finds themselves trailing by 6. Caitlin Schrader to Peyton Schrader, and the sophomore connects to pull the home team within 4. And now to the final seconds of the game. St. John's lead has been cut down to just 1 point. Can't get either free throw to fall. Ava Henry grabs the offensive board, takes it down court, triple teamed, but the senior gets the lay to go. Lipsick has the lead and ultimately the game winner. The Lady Vikings survive a thriller tonight, 31-30, advancing to play Miller City in the sectional finals. And elsewhere in this bracket, 11-seed Lima Central Catholic makes the trip to Hancock County, where they face the 9-seed Corey Rawson. In the first quarter, Maria Pignataro finds teammate Carolina Kill, and the sophomore hits a baseline jumper, and both teams gonna trade buckets early on, because a few plays later, off the LCC turnover, possession winds up in the hands of Allison Stuckey. She advances it to Chelsea McVetta, and McVetta lays it in on the other end. That puts the Hornets up by 2. Late in the quarter, home team leading 13-7. When Ava Price receives it inside, she'll drop it in through the tin, extending their lead to 8. But the T-Birds not going away just yet. Off the long rebound, the ball finds its way over to Alice Reef. The sophomore then fights it up through the contact to get that one to go for the and one, but it's not enough. The Hornets lead from start to finish in a 69-36 win, advancing to play Ottoville in the sectional finals. In the final game from Northwest District 5, number 5 Lincoln View played host to Continental. The Pirates' last chance to get a win this season comes up short, 57-23, so the Lancers will take on 3-seeded Kalida come Saturday. Checking in now on a couple other Division 4 sectionals, starting in Northwest District 2. 7-seed Arlington squares off against 8-seed Riverdale. We pick up action in the third quarter. Arlington down 34-17, but that's when Jada Smith picks out Julia Stewart. The senior takes a dribble before laying it in off the glass as the Red Devils look to climb their way back from behind, and they're back on the attack now. A series of passes leads to Stewart dropping it in through the cylinder again. Back-to-back buckets for Stewart, 34-21. Final moments of the quarter now. Falcons' lead has been cut to 7, but Harley Gonzalez gets a hold of the rock. She drives under the hoop, shields off the defender, and lays it in to close out the quarter. And into the fourth, Falcons moving it around the perimeter. Gonzalez dishes it to Mariah Bonham, who's going to finish it with the left. Riverdale wins on the road 53-48, advancing to play number 2 Arcadia in the sectional finals. And speaking of sectional finals, they're already underway in the Southwest District. Fort Loramie finished the regular season ranked number 1 in the state by the AP poll. The regular season champions clashing tonight with Miami Valley. And as you might expect, it's all Lady Skins. As they force the turnover, Avery Brandowy finds Jaden Rose, who goes up for 2. Loramie has the first 8 points and just getting started. Next time down, Summer Hoying with the hoop and the harm on the putback. Redskins off to a quick 10-0 start. Moving ahead, it's now 15 unanswered. The Redskins defense with yet another steal as the pass finds Ariel Heitkamp, who glides in for the layup, and then the pass comes free into the hands of yet another Redskin. Maddie Chateau cruises in for the uncontested 2. Fort Loramie scores 27 unanswered on their way to a 74-13 victory, advancing to the district semis against Lehman Catholic.